Test, test. Test. Test, test. Testing, testing. Test, test. Test, test. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Test, test. Test. Testing, 1, 2. Test, test. There we go. And we're off, and that first one didn't go our way as Reagan dove in to get it, but unable to. And the first point will go to side out as we're into the final match of the day here in the Boston National Qualifier by Nike. This is the first day, so we're in the first day of pool play. And that one as well will go by way of side out as we're in a quick 2-0 deficit. This is your matchup of your number 1 versus number 2 in the pool, as both of us are undefeated. Kennedy will get that one up nicely and tapped over. We're going to be tipped over the net. Kennedy will get it to Allie. Jane will free ball it over as we've yet to get in system at all so far. That one will go off the hands. A great diving dig by Reagan to keep that alive. And then that will come through the block and be another point for side out. Side out dropped a set to that team, the first team we played, Atlas, and they beat the Affinity team, the second team we played. They beat them 25-7, 25-7, but they won in 3 against that other team. And we are undefeated in sets so far. Jane tips that one over the block and gets our first point, taking us to 3-1. So again, control your own destiny here and just win out. Right now, I would say side out definitely has the advantage in point spread without going to the old phone and looking at the sport wrench, which is not a very good site to use. And a good dig there by Kennedy, and Allie will avoid tripping over her, and there's a kill for Greta as she gets that one into the old lobster roll in the center. And the score is now 3-2. Chloe will send this one right side. Pushed over to the right side, and that's rejected by Greta and Delaney. That will come off of Kennedy back here to the studio booth as the girls are getting a little bit of their legs under them after that early 3-0 start for side out. Chloe gets it up, and then Allie finds Delaney, and they're going to say that went out of bounds. Looked good from here, but the upref said that went out of bounds. Reagan will send this one straight up, get a little help from Kennedy. Gets it to Delaney in the auto system. Nice dig by their libero there in the middle as Reagan will get it out to Allie. Greta gets the rebound, but Delaney unable to play it, and we're down 6-2. Nope. I missed something. They gave us that point somehow. 5-3. That'll put Reagan back to serve. And we're going to have a little meeting of the minds as the down ref goes over to talk to the up ref. I didn't see what they called to reverse that. It looked like that to me was side out's point. Unless they called a net violation on side out. With the up rev looking like he's pleading his case, I think it's going to go by the way of what he thinks. He's going to call the captain over. That's usually not a good sign if he's going to call our captain over. He's going to explain that he's changing his call, and usually is what that means. We'll see what happens here. Right now the scores table still has it 5-3, and he is going to reverse it. And so I'm not sure what was called there. I personally, I thought it was side out's point to begin with, so whatever will be, will be. It's 6-2, side out. Kennedy and Chloe come together on that one. Allie plays it off the net, and Reagan does a good job of getting the down ball, and then there's another one hit through the block. As right now, side out is staying in system, and we've yet to be able to get in system, and that's going to be the difference in this match. Is side out has some taller girls over there, and watching them earlier today, when they're in system and have good sets, they're pretty tough. Same with us, as Delaney will get the good set from Allie and a kill on that one. So it's just going to be a matter of which one of us can get in system and stay there. As Reagan will shoot this one into the middle. Kennedy will play that one up. Allie's going to push it out to the outside, and Greta tips it up and over the block. And Allie tries to clean up the overpass, but that's not going to work out. As that's unfortunate. It looked like we had that overpass cleaned up, and somehow side out played it up. Kennedy will get this one up. Allie runs under it. Greta with a great cut shot, and we'll send that one down for the kill. An 8-4 now. Cut the lead down. This Allie will go back to serve. That's going to sail all the way back to the parents and be another Rockwood point. Allie will send it down the right line for the ace. 8-6. Allie will send that one back middle. Reagan will play that one up. Allie gets it to Greta. Greta goes down the line. There's a kill. 8-7. Zoe with another ace as that one will go spraying off, and we're knotted up at 8 as they're showing that the defense on that side outside isn't all it's cracked up to be, as she's finding some holes in their defense. And she's going to send this one at the libero. We're going to get an out of rotation on side out, and another point for Rockwood. And, of course, side out's going to go over and ask for why they were out of rotation. The up ref will gladly oblige. Allie will go right off the tape, sprays off the libero from behind the 10-foot line and in a gap. And that'll tie us up at 9. That's going to spray to the right, and that'll be another Rockwood point as that one goes out of bounds on the service error. So the girls have wiped away that early start that side out got with the advantage, and we're now up 1 here in the middle of the first set. And Greta will send this on the right side, sprays all the way over to the left. This is going to be dumped over. Cam and Zoe come together. Jane will hit that one. It comes back off the block. Reagan plays it up. Greta from behind the 10-foot line sends it deep. And then there's a big swing from behind their 10-foot line, and that's going to go down as a kill. We've got some kind of weird whistle. I don't know what's going on. But they gave the point to side out. They got the kill anyway, and I'm not sure what the call was. And Gabby wants to send her captain over to find out what this was all about. I don't know. It was a kill regardless. So 10-10. Line driver at Greta. She'll play it up to Liv. Liv's going to feed it to Zoe Parks. She'll go cross court. Out of system. Diving effort by Reagan. Plays that one up. And Greta gets the free ball barely over, and that comes hard court, cross court. Reagan gets it. Jane sends it over. This one coming from the outside, tipped over the block. Great job by Jane to be there. And then Greta will tip it over from back row. Cross court, Reagan's got it. Liv finds Zoe. Zoe just tips it over. Jane will send it cross court. Diving effort by libero, plays it up. That goes back to the parents, and there's a Rockwood point. Cam serve will find the net, and we're tied back up at 11. Greta plays it up to Liv. She'll find Jane. Jane gets blocked. Reagan made a stab at it. Couldn't get it up high enough for her teammates. And we're down 1. Tough serve. Jane plays that one sky high. Liv turns and dumps it over. Side out was ready for it. Block sliding over, a little late getting there, and that goes off sideways and over towards the fans. And now we're down 2 to this team from New Jersey over there side out. Line drive, Greta plays it up. Liv's going to backfeed it to Zoe Parks, and she'll get the kill as she goes hammering it through the block and up off the back row and over towards the visitors fans. Well, I guess we're all visitors here. Cuts that lead to 1. Kennedy will go back middle. Sutter pushes it to her outside. That's blocked at the net. Alley will play it up, and Delaney will finish it off, and it's hit off the block and out of bounds against us, and that'll be a point for side out. They'll take the 2-point advantage back, 14-12. Kennedy up to Alley. Alley pushes it to Jane. Jane goes up and over the block and out of bounds. Too strong with that one. And side out's lead will grow to 3. Off the net, Kennedy does a good job of playing it, but that's going to get cleaned up as her pass goes up and over the net. That'll draw a timeout from Gabby. We're down 4. We'll be back after this timeout. All right, we're back out of the timeout. See if Gabby will win this timeout battle. That serve will come at Kennedy. And the slide to Delaney. It's picked up back row by side out. This one will come into the gap and not able to be picked up. And that lead will grow to 5. Girls definitely need to get a side out here and stop this momentum that side out has. Short serve. Kennedy dives in, sends it all the way over. From the right side, blocked at the net. Alley plays it. Reagan will get the out of system to Jane. She'll dump it into the lobster roll in the middle. Need to get some points on the board in a hurry right here, down 4. Chloe will send it back right corner. Quick set out to the outside, and that's rejected. But unfortunately, they had a quick turnaround on that and sent it back left corner, and nobody home as everybody was surging in to catch that rebound. Another short serve. Chloe ducks down to get that one. Alley finds Greta. She's blocked at the net and unable to pick up the rebound as Gabby will call another timeout. We'll be back after the timeout. All right, we'll see if she can change the fate here as we got to do something fast. Down 6 with a few precious points left here as we're getting ready to roll into the back third. This one at Kennedy. She'll high-hand it. Get some help from Chloe, and Greta again blocked at the net. Effort by Reagan to get there, but she was unable to. And the side out team is winning the battle at the net right now. Kennedy up to Alley, back sets to Delaney. Delaney goes up and over the block, picked up by their back row. This one cross court. Reagan will play that up. Greta this time powers it through the block and got it down. Reagan shoots one down the left side, or sorry, right side. Chloe's got that. Alley feeds it back to Greta. Greta cuts it down right on the line. Oh my God, that was a terrible call. That was so on the line. Wow. And the line judge changed her mind on that. That was dead on the line. That. Kennedy unable to get that one as a down ball, and that's unfortunate because that really would have been a momentum builder, and now you got to recover from that. Chloe, Alley's going to get it over to Greta. Greta cuts it right side, no question on that one, as their back row libero put hands on that one. And we need some of those Alley aces now, as we're down 7 in the back third here of set 1. Sprayed around. This is going to come to the right side, and she's going to power that through the block. Reagan will play this one up to Liv. Back set to Greta, and another loss at the net there. And we're at set point for side out here in the first set. Line drive at Greta. Reagan will play the out of system to Zoe Parks. She'll send it cross court. There's one hit cross court. Reagan will get that up to Liv. Zoe Parks will go other cross court. We play on from the outside off of Zoe and over out of bounds, and that'll do it for set 1. We'll fall in this one by 10, 25-15, and we'll be back to bring you set 2. All right, we're back for set two. Chloe's going to start us off. She's going to send it back right corner. From the outside, sorry. Chloe picks that up, gets it to Allie. Jane dumps it into the lobster roll, and we'll take the first point. That's a better start. How about we stay in system the whole time this set and take it? Chloe will go back middle. There's a big swing from their middle that makes it through the block and down on our side. Up ref trying to tell the table it's 2-0. He's not even keeping a good track himself as Jane gets a little help. That was going out of bounds. We'll take the help. From behind the 10-foot line, Greta plays it up. Allie feeds it to Jane. Jane gets some high hands on that one, but back row picks it up. Blocked at the net. Chloe will get it. Allie back feeds it to Greta, who goes down the right side. From the outside, cross court, Reagan. Good job of the girls to just keep that alive. And then that's just tipped over and down, and side out will get the point. That one will dip down in front of Chloe and be an ace for side out. Chloe will get this one up to Allie, feeds it over to Jane. Jane goes back middle, played up. Tipped over again. Jane's there. Allie gets it to Greta from behind the 10-foot line. When we keep going right at that back middle, and she keeps playing it up, and that comes down the line for a kill as Greta unable to get that one forward. I'll send him a little of my wisdom. Hit it where they ain't, girls. It's the name of the game. Hit it where they ain't, and it'll go down. Chloe up to Allie. Back sets on the slide to Delaney, and that is blocked and comes back our way and down for a point for side out. Chloe has to go a ways for that one and plays it up, but Allie was already running past it. Reagan will send this one up. Allie's got that one to Jane. Jane goes with the left hand. Back middle plays it up from the right side, and we got a net violation on Jane, it looks like they called. Greta up to Allie. Tries to slide to Delaney, and she sends that one too far back towards the parents on the other side. We're down 8-1. Things not going well, and you can see it on the sideline and on everybody's face. They need to find something here to get some good mojo going. Greta to Allie. Allie turns and dumps it into that back left corner. Maybe that's it. Way to go, Allie. Take advantage of that when it's there. See if we can get some momentum going our side. And we somehow lost track of whose serve it was. So they had Reagan just throw it in the air and waste the serve. I'm not sure what that move was. That was a little silly in my opinion, and I'm lost. Not our point. We basically gave the serve back to side out because we didn't know where we were at in the rotation. And Jane will fight that one off, get some help from Chloe, and Allie will free ball it over. Tipped over and up and over Jane's head and into the back right corner. And just about everything that could be going wrong right now. This is about the time in Jaws where he looked around and said, "We need a bigger boat." Reagan will free ball it over from their right side, and that's going to go past Reagan as she took a swing at it, but to no avail as that came at her unattested. (11-2) your score, and girls looking for an answer. Chloe up to Allie. Feeds it to Greta. Greta is blocked. And that wasn't the answer. And Coach Gabby wants a timeout. We'll be back after the timeout. All right, we'll see if the timeout got some answers for us. As she stepped over the line, good call by the line judge there, as I could see that from here. So we'll give that point to Coach Gabby, calling the timeout, icing the server. And we'll see if Reagan actually serves this time. So seeing as how she did not actually touch the ball in serving, she can come serve, and there's a big swing and a miss from the back row. The lead is cut to 8. As had Reagan actually touched that other one, she wouldn't have been able to serve in this rotation. I don't believe. I'd have to check the rule book, but there's an ace for Reagan. And that would be fitting for this match, for us to just crawl all the way back and win this and prove to you 16-year-old girl volleyball is the strangest thing on the planet you'll ever watch. Free ball. Jane up to Allie. Allie gets it to Greta. Greta's blocked, but the rebound's picked up. Reagan will get the out of system to Jane from behind the 10-foot line. Libero had to run a long way to get that, and there's a big dig by Jane. Free ball, and we regroup. From the outside, that's got hands on it. Chloe will get it up to Allie. Greta tips it up and over the block. Over to the right side, that's just tipped over. Chloe's got it. Allie tips it into the middle. Libero's there. Dumped over in the middle. We play it up. Good job by Jane. Allie feeds it to Greta. She finds a hole in the middle of the court and put it down. The lead is cut to 6, and you're feeling a little bit of change in the momentum as the girls getting a little bit of a smile on their face and starting to enjoy it a little more as Reagan will shoot it back left. From behind the 10-foot line, Reagan will play that up to Allie. She's going to shoot it out to Greta. Greta goes down the left line, puts it around the block and down for the kill. Reagan will try the left side. From the right side, Jane does a good job of playing that one up. Allie's going to feed it to Greta again. She'll go tipped over to the left. Back over to the right side, and that one's going to come down in the gap. But that was a good job of killing a little of that momentum that side out had. Let's get another quick side out and throw some more points on the board. Jane, get a help from Reagan. She gets it to Greta, and Greta will go off the high hands. And there's another Rockwood point. That'll bring in Allie. Allie will try the right side. Set her with a quick one to the middle, and that's going to get powered through the block. A lollipopper to Reagan. She'll play it up. Allie finds Zoe Park. Zoe's blocked, but Reagan gets the rebound. And then Jane will just send it over. This one from their right side, and that's down in the middle of the court. And side outs found that rhythm again as we need to get them shut down. Reagan will jump over and grab that one. And Greta will send it down the right side, played up by side out. From the outside, Reagan's right there. Allie's going to feed it to Greta. Greta goes around the block, finds that back left corner again. Greta sends it at the back middle. Pushed over to the outside, big swing. That's going to go off Allie and come down on our side. Score 16-9 in favor of side out. Girls need to get some stuff going right now, not let this build any further. That'll played up by Allie to Jane. Jane throws it in the back left. That one's played up by side out, and their outside will take a swing at it, but find the net. Zoe Davis will swap out for Kennedy to come in and serve. Kennedy sends it right side, gets the aces. That'll go off of the back right. The girls are within a handful now, closest we've been in quite a while. Let's see if she can cut this even further. She'll try the libero. Set her tight to the middle, gets one to her middle. Good job by Allie to play it up, and Kennedy gets the out of system to Zoe Parks. And we've got Zoe into the net. There's a serve into the net, cuts us back to 5. Chloe will shoot it back middle. Setter pushes it quick to the outside. That's rejected by Allie and Delaney. Jane rejects one. That goes up and over Reagan. Chloe dives at it, but unable to come up with it. Chloe up to Allie. Back sets to Delaney on the slide, and that's going to go too far to the left. And we got a touch. We got a touch, so Delaney will get the kill. As the line judge on the other side called for the touch. Jane will shoot this one off the libero. It's raised back towards the fans. Free ball. Jane up to Allie. Allie with a set to Greta. Greta tip it over the block. Scrambling around, and that's not coming back as Greta will get a kill on that one. And now we're within 4. Jane will go at the libero again. Their right side's going to tap it over. Chloe's got it. Allie gets it to Greta. Greta cuts that one inside the 10-foot line on the right side. And don't look now, but the mustache is rattled on the other side. 18-15 in favor of side out. The lead cut to 3. Jane did step over the line on that one, and that'll be a mistake she'll wish she had back. Chloe, Allie runs that one down, and Jane from behind the 10-foot line sends it back deep left. From the right side, Jane plays it up. Allie will tip it on over. From the outside, that's rejected by Delaney. And suddenly the Rockwood Wall winning the battle at the net. Reagan gets the sign from Gabby. She'll go seam left with it. From the outside, Jane does a good job of playing it, and Allie unable to run under it. And we're rolling into the back third, down 4. Definitely need to make a run right here. Get this side out and get back to close to tied. Jane gets a little help from Reagan, and Greta, sends it into the back left corner. I do know my left from right occasionally. And that'll take us to 20-17. Allie goes at the back middle. Quick set to the middle, and she'll get that around the block. We can't afford to just exchange side outs with them here. We got to put some rallies together. Greta will send this one forward. Allie runs under it. Gets it to Zoe Parks, who cuts it around the block, off the hands at the net and down. We've come as close as 3. See if Greta can cut that down a few more. She goes seam right. Tough one. That's going to come back row. Greta plays it up to Allie. Back set to Zoe. Zoe's blocked at the net. It's picked up, tipped over. Reagan plays it up to Allie. And we got a net violation on side out. Or not a net violation. They said the down ref said they played up over the net. Didn't give our setter a chance. So our point. So Greta serves back middle. Sprayed around. Free ball coming. Tipped over. Allie gets it to Jane. Jane has to just kind of cut it. That's tipped over in the middle. Greta to Allie. Allie dumps it back left corner. That's played up. Pushed over to the outside. Hard cut, and that's going to come right into the middle. 22-19. We missed an opportunity there as we had a couple free balls. We could have tried to put something away. Do or die situation for us here. We got to win this set if we want to push it to 3. Greta plays it up high. Allie runs under it, gets it to Jane. Jane sends it back right off the libero and down for the kill. And the lead is cut to 2. Kennedy will send that at the libero. Setter to her middle. That's blocked. Kennedy unable to go over and pick it up as that went off the block and to the left side front court. No room for error now. 23-20. Girls got to get a side out and put a few points on the board. Greta up to Allie. Jane with a good swing, but picked up. Swung around, free balled over. Reagan to Allie. Allie's going to find Zoe. Zoe goes off the block and down. And now we're going to have a meeting with the up ref and the down ref over something. Not sure what. Well, let's hope they don't reverse a call here. That would be very detrimental. Nope, we're good. 23-21 in favor of side out. Chloe serving. She's going to go short to the right side. Setter's going to push it to her right side. Swing and a whiff, and I felt the breeze from here. As I had to grab onto the chair in front of me, that breeze almost blew me over. The lead is now cut to 1, 23-22, Chloe serving. She'll go at the back middle, sprays over to the left side. Pushed over to her outside, tipped over. And that's going to go. Coach Gabby wanted the 2. She's going to send Greta to go over and ask for the double. Up ref shaking his head no. It's set and match point. This one at Chloe. Allie feeds it to Jane. Jane's blocked but comes back and out of bounds, so she tools it off the block. And we have life. Jane to serve. Down 1, it's still set and match point, and there's a timeout for side out, I believe. We'll be back after the timeout. All right, we're back out of the timeout. It comes down to this. Jane serving. She'll send this one at the libero. Setter pushes it to her middle, tipped over. Reagan dives in and plays that one up. Greta dumps it into the middle, and that's a kill, and we're tied. 24-24. We got a game to 2. Jane sends a screamer. That's going to sail too far. And we'll have another set and match point now for side out. And it looks like Gabby called a timeout. So we'll be back after this timeout. We're back out of the timeout. It's a set and match point for side out with them serving. It comes at Chloe. Allie plays it up to Delaney. She cuts it cross court. Side out plays it up to their right side. Great diving dig by Jane. And Delaney tries to play it over, but that'll find the net, and that'll do it. We'll fall in 2 to this side out team and drop this match. We'll take second in the pool, will be my guess. And we'll have to figure out what our fate is from there on what we'll play tomorrow. But hey, join us on April 19th for the, I'll use the F word I can, Fight Cancer. And join Joe's Jamboree. And join us for that Head for the Cure walk on April 19th. That'll do it for us today. We'll be back tomorrow here in Boston. Join us then.